everyone, in this video I'm going to update my stock price prediction for Super Microcomputer stock. The stock price is absolutely soaring, and I gave my prediction for where I thought Super Microcomputer stock price could be in 2024. I gave that prediction about a week ago, and already that prediction is obsolete because the stock price has increased by so much in that time. So I need to update my recommendation, and that's what I'll do in this video. So join me and let's take an update to this Super Microcomputer stock.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
Alright, so I did this video that was published 4 days ago, but by the time you see this video, this previous video would have been a week published. And in this video, I gave my stock price prediction for where Super Microcomputer could be in 1 year. And my prediction was a stock price between $575 per share and $625 per share, between $575 and $625. But already Super Microcomputer stock has exceeded those expectations. And in this video, I said, I wouldn't be surprised if I was understating this forecast, if I was too pessimistic about Super Microcomputer's prospects in 2024, and that turned out to be correct. I was too pessimistic. I underestimated Super Microcomputer stock, which is absolutely exploding higher. You could see the stock price chart is exploding. It's trading at $736 per share as of this recording. That's up from around $300 per share earlier in January. So it's more than doubled in about a month. I recommended Super Microcomputer stock as a buy around this point, around $425 per share is when I recommended Super Microcomputer stock as a buy. I recommended the stock as a buy after it was already up about 80% in 2024. I was getting a lot of questions asking, the stock price is up so much, should we take profits, or is the stock still a good value? And after reviewing Super Microcomputer stock, I determined that even though the stock price was up by 80% already, that there was more room to go, that the stock was still undervalued, that it was a good value for investors given how much its revenue is increasing, given how much demand for its products are increasing. And so since here the stock is up $736 per share. So I'm going to need to update this recommendation because it's already exceeding my forecast. When I said it was going to be between $575 and $625. Well, it blew past that estimate. So let's take a look again and let's revisit the estimates and let's do this prediction again. So I need the fiscal year 2023, which for Super Microcomputer ends in June of 2024. And analysts expect its earnings per share will come in at $21.83 in the year that ends in June 2024 for Super Microcomputer stock. Additionally, I need its price to earnings ratio, which is soaring as well. Super Microcomputer stock is now trading at a price to earnings ratio of 57.74, and the valuation is higher than it's ever been in the last 5 years, way higher than it's ever been in the last 5 years. But that's because Super Microcomputer in its latest quarter revenue increased by 103%. That's never happened before, or at least not in any recent year for the company. So when I go back to my 2024 stock price prediction, there's a lot of changes here. So I have here my previous estimates for making my stock price prediction, and you can see some differences. First, the earnings per share estimate for 2024 has increased. Previously, analysts on Wall Street were expecting Super Microcomputer to deliver earnings per share of $20.90. That has increased to $21.83. You can see that here, $21.83. So these figures update as Wall Street analysts update their forecast for Super Microcomputer stock, just as I'm updating my forecast here. The Wall Street analysts that follow Super Microcomputer stock update their own forecast. So we're all updating our forecast for supermicrocomputer stock, and it looks like everyone is revising their forecasts upward because so far in 2024, the demand for artificial intelligence related products and services is looking much better than expected. Much better than expected. So there was a lot of hype around AI in 2023, and it turns out that there wasn't enough hype, that everyone around was looking at artificial intelligence and they underestimated how much companies that are offering these types of products and services are going to benefit from the soaring demand in AI. So that's the early trend in 2024. It's the opposite of electric vehicles. Electric vehicles looks like there was too much hype, right? Demand for EVs is a lot less than was initially expected. And for AI, it's the opposite. It's a lot more than was initially expected. So differing trends there for EVs and AIs, two of the hottest investing trends in recent years. So given the update from Wall Street, I'm updating it as well, increasing to $21.83. The other thing that's increased is the price to earnings. In the previous video, Supermicrocomputers price to earnings was at 41. Now it's at 57.74. So I've updated it here to 57. Let's make it more accurate to 57.7. And given those updates, you can see the revised outlook. Now, the higher end of the valuation goes to $1,259 per share. That would still be a nice increase from the $736 per share Supermicrocomputer stock is trading at now. Although I don't think this is a very likely scenario. But what if the price to earnings was to fall back to 40, where it was just, 4 days ago or 1 week ago when I was making the previous video? Then the stock price could increase to $873 per share. That would be about a $140 increase from the current price, which would still be good. It wouldn't be explosive as in the first month of Supermicrocomputers returns in 2024, but it still would be solid. If the price to earnings were to fall back down to 35, then the stock price could end the year at $764 per share, only slightly above the $736 per share it's currently at. If the price to earnings were to fall to 25, then the stock price could have a significant decrease to $545 per share. This is also a scenario I don't see as being very likely. So the two extreme scenarios I see as being less likely, the 1,259 and the 545, I see those as being less likely. I see this range as being more likely, between a price to earnings of 35 and 40. I see that being more likely than the current price to earnings, which is way above its historical average. Now, I don't think the valuation is going to fall to its historical average here at 15, because I think there's been a step change in the company's prospects because of artificial intelligence, but I also don't think it's going to be up here either. So I'm forecasting somewhere in this range of 30 to 40 of price to earnings. So my updated stock price recommendation for stock price prediction for Supermicrocomputer stock is somewhere between $800 per share and $850 per share. Before I let you go, let me tell you about the greatest deal on YouTube. With just a click of a button, you can get free financial analysis from a professor with decades of investing experience. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon.